Greetings everyone, welcome to part 7 of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, the Sonic story. And if I sound a bit nasally and stuffy, it's because I've been sick these past few days, so my voice is going to be a little bit off. But I'm better now, well, better enough to record some commentary for my games, so that's nice. Anyway, here we are at Flying Battery, zone number 8 of the complete game, or zone number 2 of Sonic and Knuckles. Yeah, that's going to be kind of confusing because of, well, the nature of the whole walk-on technology and such. But, hey, I'm playing the complete game, which means we are in zone number 8. And Flying Battery, now, if the supplementary material is to be believed, then this is the same flying fortress that bombed Angel Island and tried to bomb Sonic. And there's some nice little continuity there. Of course, it's filled to the brim with all sorts of gimmicks, these platforms that rise, springs that can shoot fire from the sides, like that one that's just above Sonic. Yeah. Of course, there are a bunch of other gimmicks, like this, for example, trying to get on these moving platforms here. And I'm failing miserably. Don't worry, folks, I'll get it eventually. Come on. And, just work with me, folks. I will make it on there. It's possible. And... yeah!
2 hours later.
Okay, didn't take that long, but it still took a little while, folks. I mean, the problem is, Sonic has poor traction in this game. I mean, sure, you want to move fast, but when you want to stop, it can be hard, folks. It can be really hard. Yeah. And I believe these things can crush you if you stand in the wrong area. And I can't believe I just stood on the side of spikes. And I believe there is no way to avoid just stomping on that egg capsule to release all those badniks there. And I believe there's no way possible unless you somehow have the electric shield equipped. And, yeah. And like I was saying, Sonic has a bit of poor traction, and you're going to see some of it later on in this very act, I believe. Ugh. And of course, getting that 1-up up there, it is possible. It's just going to take a bit of work, but I decided on, well, screw it, I have plenty of lives. And yes, I will lose some throughout this playthrough, but I will also gain some lives to offset the difference. And spoilers, I will end Sonic's playthrough with 11 lives, so, oh, I hate these things right here. You have to wait for the, I'm assuming, the electromagnetic field to raise the platforms, and, yeah. You can either jump over them, or just go under them, and it doesn't really matter as long as you don't get crushed in the process. And this has always baffled me. You're invincible, and you can run through these balls no problem. So, who cares? You're invincible. Alright, now, here's that traction I was mentioning earlier. See, you can't just stop on the dimes like, ugh, no, ah! Come on, get up there, Sonic. Ugh. Ugh. It's like a balancing act playing as Sonic sometimes, you know what I mean? But sometimes people like that kind of feeling. So, there's that. And might as well get back to reading the instruction manual descriptions of each zone because I've been neglecting that for some time. And I think I'll start with Carnival Night Zone because, I think it's the last place I left off. I mean, if I said all this before, then, well, I'm sorry, folks. It's been a while. Alright, so Carnival Night Zone's description is, nightlife on the floating island is exciting. Bounce and flip your way across this colorful zone, which is filled with anti-gravity platforms. And yeah, I think I did say this before. No goody, I'm hypersonic again. Did not mean to do so, but yeah, as long as I don't get crushed by these things, there should be no problem, really. Ugh. Just gotta time it carefully, and I should make it. Alright. Next is, let's see, let's continue on with the reading of the description. Let's see, Ice Cap. Ice Cap, Ice Cap. Sorry folks, it's taking a while, I'm just reading this from a wiki. Ice Cap, alright. Things will get pretty chilly as Sonic and Tails slide their way through this Arctic wasteland. Be sure to smash open blocks of ice to reveal power-ups and hidden passageways, which I pretty much did when I played Ice Cap a few videos ago, so yeah. Of course, with this gimmick, you have to wait for the missiles to essentially destroy the hull, I guess, so that Sonic can go on through. And we have this mini-boss right here. Pretty much an egg capsule, well, disguised as a mini-boss. And what you're supposed to do is wait for one of its mace hands to come towards Sonic, and then jump off at the last moment so that it can hit itself. But being hypersonic, I'm immune to such things. I'm just going to let it hit itself while I'm standing on top, as long as I have rings. And yeah, I'm about to run out of rings, so... But thankfully, that was the last hit. Alright. So yeah, that's Act 1 of Flying Battery. And I got an electric shield. Yay. I do believe if you collect that before the credit sequence runs, you lose it, or no. I think you keep it. Sorry, folks, it's been a while since I played this game. My memory's a bit fuzzy. I'm getting so old. Memory's the first thing to go. Now, as I was doing research on, the locations of the giant rings so I can grab some Chaos/Super Emeralds, there are rings in this place. And I find that oddly bizarre because this is an Eggman fortress, and usually you wouldn't find such things in an Eggman fortress. But I'm guessing that, well, Eggman somehow kidnapped or stolen giant rings from Angel Island, put them on his ship because, well, he would think they would be of some value to him, powering some kind of a weapon or something like that. I mean, Eggman's all about the power and powering his big old machines and such. Of course, you gotta be careful right here. Don't do what I'm about to do right here. And just keep running, folks, and you should be fine. Although, you want to be careful around here. You don't want to go too far from the bottom or else you will die. And thank you, Tails, for demonstrating this. And it is kind of weird how the pellets are just bouncing off the electric shield, but hey, it's a shield. It's supposed to protect Sonic from all sorts of things. So yeah. Of course, now we have the fire shield, and I got a 1-up, so yay. Of course, you want to be careful here. You gotta time your movements precisely, or else you will get crushed, and that's no good. It's like, I hate things that crush you. Whew! That was close. Thank you, Fire Blast. You gotta love the elemental shields. See, that thing's not even hurting me now because, well, just cuz. Alright, so, let's see. Back to the readings. Let's see. Launch base zone. Okay, launch base. You're getting close to where Dr. Robotnik is repairing his Death Egg ship. This is your last chance to stop the Doc's evil scheme. Well, technically, as of now, it is not the last chance to stop the Doc's evil schemes because, well, apparently the Death Egg has survived, well, the events of Launch Base, and, well, Sonic and Knuckles, the whole plot is to stop the Death Egg again from being launched again. So, there. Sorry, folks, I'm just listening to this awesome music right here. And of course, you want to be careful around here because you can get crushed. And thank you, Tails, for once again demonstrating this. And be careful around here with the crushing and the spikes. And see, I lost my flame shield. Great. Thank you very much. Ugh. And of course, I didn't mean to turn hyper. Crap. So I'm just going to stand right here and let it die down. And I will be right back, folks. Okay, I'm back, folks, and yeah, I didn't want to go through the rest of the level as Hypersonic because, well, to be fair, while he's cool, while he is kind of game-breaking, he moves a little too fast for my taste, and there's that whole musical thing. I mean, I love the stage music, I love all the stage music of this game, but to hear it drown out with and that sort of thing, it kind of sucks. But don't worry, folks who love being hypersonic and love the concept of hypersonic in general. I will transform into hypersonic a few more times, so yeah. Ow. You gotta love these things that you can't just go down a platform unless you hold on to these ring things right here. Yeah, it's like the game's telling you, you can't go down unless you do this. It's like, dude, seriously? Alright. I do believe there's a glitch that you can die if you get to a certain area while riding these things upwards. Like, bizarre and stuff. But glitches are here, there, and everywhere. I mean, sometimes glitches are part of the charm of old school games. Alright, here's something different. Eggman has trapped Sonic and Tails in some kind of force field with a laser. Whatever shall we do? Well, apparently we're going to do nothing but dodge this laser as, well, Eggman's pretty much screwing himself over. Every time Eggman shoots the laser, well, he damages his precious flying battery, and the force field gets a little bit closer and closer and closer, trying to encompass Sonic and Tails. But, folks, you are given plenty of advance warning as to where the laser is about to hit, because it will just stand still before it fires. And with that, Eggman just shot himself in the foot. Yeah, run away, you little wuss. And now we have another one of these crushing sections, because apparently flying battery is about to go bye-bye. And we have to escape. Yeah. Of course, I didn't move fast enough, but, I mean, I don't get crushed here. It's just that I'm going to miss out on a bunch of rings that could be helpful later on. And, that bad placement, game. Bad placement. Oh, goody, I have only one ring left. Well, I survived the forthcoming boss fight. Well, let's just wait and see, folks. Let's just wait and see. Yeah, I know, Sonic. You want to move, but we can't at the moment. Well, now we can. And we have this boss right here with a unique Eggman sprite. Basically, it'll just circle all around, and that's when you can hit it. It'll have some spiked things, and it can shoot fire when Sonic and or Tails gets over Eggman. So, yeah. Okay, let's try this again. Thankfully, I've got more rings this time. And Tails is going to be... he's gonna be a godsend during this fight. Just watch. There's that. Thank you, Tails. And that's that. No problem whatsoever. As long as you have Tails. I mean, while he is a major screw up, he does have his uses from time to time. And we just sent all those squirrels and whatever to their deaths, because who knows how far in the air Sonic, Tails, and company are. I mean, it's gotta be thousands of feet, or maybe, at the very least hundreds of feet, and little bitty little critters, they won't survive this far. I mean, Sonic and Tails are the exception because, well, there's Sonic and Tails. Alright, so here we are, Sandopolis. Here we go. And a lot of people consider this the least favorite zone of the entire game, and in a way, I kind of understand it, and I do kind of agree, folks. I really do kind of agree, because there are a bunch of gimmicks and stuff that can really screw a player over, and I'll show it off next video, folks. That's right, next video, because I'm only showcasing Sandopolis Act 1 here. The reason... I don't want my videos to run too long. Well, in recent times, that is. I don't want you people to be too bored. And it gives me time to do some editing here, there, and get my thoughts together, as it were. So, yeah. How big is Angel Island to have all of these diverse ecosystems? I mean, we've had Water World and Ice World, we will have a fire area, and now we have a desert area. I mean, how big is Angel Island? Is there an official measurement, as it were? Subscribers? Do you have the answer? I don't know. But anyway, sand, pyramids. Who built these pyramids? Ancient astronauts? Ancient echidnas, maybe? You know, I think some things are best left a mystery. And as Knuckles himself said it in Sonic Adventure, perhaps it is better this way. There are things that just hedgehogs, or echidnas aren't meant to know. Okie dokie, let's get back to the reading, shall we? Let's see. Mushroom Hill. Okay. Fantastic mushrooms cover the lush hills deep in Floating Island's interior. Many useful kinds of plants grow here. See how they can help you. Well, they did help me throughout my journey in Mushroom Hill. Yay, Hypersonic's back. Whoop-de-doo. Alright, let's talk about the previous zone that we were just at. Let's see, Flying Battery. Go flying on Robotnik's warship. Watch where you step. Sneaky traps are everywhere. Yep, you don't have to tell me twice. And now let's talk about this one right here, Sandopolis. No desert has shiftier sands than this treacherous terrain. Play the sands to your advantage. Time your attack on the Scorp just right. And that's pretty much the scorpion with the mace on its tail thing. That's the Scorp. Because, scorpion. Get it? It's So yeah, Sonic and Tails are moving deeper into the interior of Angel Island to where the Death Egg has crashed. And where did the Death Egg crash, you may ask? Well, actually, if you see the title screen of Sonic and Knuckles, you'll see that the Death Egg has crashed inside a volcano. And yeah, Sonic and Tails are actually heading there as we speak. Zone by zone, act by act. Alright, so this floating island, it's not exactly floating, is it? Because as we saw at the beginning of the game, Sonic and Tails are just, well, coasting on towards it. It's pretty much in the water, and that would explain all the water in various areas, such as, well, Angel Island Zone and such. And yeah, I'm going to be stopping right here, folks.
12 seconds later.
Close enough. Anyway, I did not want to be hypersonic because the mini-boss coming up, well, to defeat it, it will have to require some, strategy, as it were. I mean, it's a simple strategy, but strategy nonetheless. Alright. So yeah, while this pyramid here rises up, yeah, the reason areas like Carnival Night was filled with water, why Launch Base was filled with water, it's because Sonic 3 took place on the outer areas of Angel Island, and that's why. But enough about that. Let's talk about this thing right here. Meet the, what I could say, golem. So basically this thing will just hop towards Sonic, and that's it. I mean, you can hit this thing at the right time and it will be knocked back, but it'll just reform itself. What you need to do is lure this thing to the quicksand. That's how you take it out. I mean, you can do it two ways. You can either just let it jump towards the quicksand, or you can somehow get to the other side, hit the golem, and, well, knock it into the quicksand and kill it that way. I mean, either way, you need to get this thing into the quicksand to destroy it once and for all. So, yeah. Come on, I so totally hit that thing. Oh, Tails? Thank you. Once again, you are useful and you died again. Oh, and now you're back. Gotta love invincible sidekicks. So, yeah, that was Act 1 of Sandopolis, and next part, I will show off Act 2, and, oh, the real fun will begin.